Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to understand how to send automated follow-up emails to LinkedIn leads. So I'm running a consulting firm business and I'm receiving new leads for my business through LinkedIn leads and forms. So now I've already built an automation where I'm saving the leads received to my Google Sheets as a new row, and then I'm sending a personalized email to all those leads. So now I'm planning to build another automation where I want to send the follow-up emails to all those leads who haven't replied to my previous mail, and I have shared my Google Sheets with my sales team who are updating the lead status over there. So now here in this new automation, I want every day at a specific time my workflow should get triggered, and after that automatically it should look up for the leads in my Google Sheets whose status has been not replied, and after getting the leads automatically the follow-up mail should be sent to those leads through my Gmail account. So here to build this connection I need to connect these applications using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, we are going to understand how to send automated follow-up emails to LinkedIn leads using Pabbly Connect. So as I've already mentioned in my introduction that I run a consulting business and I use LinkedIn lead ads to find new clients. So managing follow-ups manually for every lead is challenging and time consuming. So to streamline this process, I have used Pabbly Connect to automate my follow-up emails. Whenever I get a new lead from LinkedIn, Pabbly Connect automatically sends a personalized follow-up email to them. So here on my screen you can see my first automation that I have created where I am receiving new leads through LinkedIn leads and forms, and then I'm adding these leads to my Google Sheets as a new row, and after that I'm sending a personalized email to all these leads. And here you can see the Google Sheets where I'm storing all the leads details, and here in my Google Sheets you can see that my sales team is updating the lead status over here. So here if my lead has replied to the first mail that I have sent using this automation, then the status of the lead over here is replied. But if the lead hasn't replied to my previous mail, then the status here is not replied. So now I've planned to build another automation where I'm planning to send another follow-up mail to all those leads who haven't replied to my previous mail, ensuring I stay connected with potential clients. So this automation saves me time, keeps my outreach consistent, and ensures I never miss an opportunity to engage with someone interested in my services. So here to build this connection, I need to connect my Google Sheets with my Gmail account, and here to build this connection, I'm going to use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software, and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. Plus, it keeps everything organized and error-free so you can focus on growing your business hassle-free. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, and you can visit it by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here you can see two options, that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection I need to create a workflow first. So for that I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as send automated follow-up emails to LinkedIn leads. And here I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more link given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. So now moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here, before beginning with this automation, let me take you back to my previous automation that I've created using Pabbly Connect. And here in this automation, you can see that I'm storing the data in the Google Sheets. So here in my Google Sheets, you can see that I'm updating the status of my leads over here. And here at the end of the day, my sales teams update all the status of the lead as per the replied received. So now here I want that every day at a morning 10 a.m. I want to run this entire automation and send the email follow-ups to all the leads who haven't replied to my previous mail on the next day right away. So here, to automate this process, I need to schedule this automation for every day at a specific time, so that every day at a specific time this entire automation should run. So for that, here in this trigger step, I need to use a feature by Pabbly, that is schedule by Pabbly. So here, by using this particular feature, I can schedule my entire workflow, or you can say that I can automatically schedule entire automation for every day at a specific time, so that I don't have to do it every day manually. So here I'm going to use a feature by Pabbly, that is schedule by Pabbly, and here for the trigger event I'm going to select schedule workflow over here. And here you can see, after selecting the trigger event, here it is asking me how often you want to run your workflow. That means here in this particular field I need to select my interval at which I want to run this workflow. So here, by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see I've received some option which says at regular intervals, once every day, days of the month, days of the week, and dates of the month. So here you can see the multiple options, but here I've already told you that I want to schedule this workflow for every day at a specific time. So for that, I'm going to select my interval as every day, but you can schedule the workflows for once every day, days of the week, or dates of the month also. So I'm going to select my interval, and after that you can see it is asking me for the time. So I'm going to select my time as 10 a.m. over here. So I'm going to select it. So I have selected my time, and now here, after entering both the required details, I'm going to click on the save given over here. And here you can see we have received the successful response. That means we have successfully scheduled our workflow every day for 10 a.m. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. Now let's move to our action step. And here in this action step, what I want to do is that I want to look up for the row in my Google Sheets where the lead status is not replied, because I only want to send the new follow-up emails to those leads who haven't replied to my previous mail. So for that, here in this action step, I need to select my action application as Google Sheets. So Google Sheets is a free web-based spreadsheet program that allows you to create, edit, and share spreadsheets online. It's like having a powerful and flexible digital workbook that you can access from any device with an internet connection. People use Google Sheets because it's super convenient for collaborating with others in real time. Whether you're tracking expenses, creating project plans, analyzing data, or working on a group assignment, Google Sheets makes it easy to work together and stay organized. Plus, it integrates seamlessly with other Google apps like Google Drive and Google Forms, making it a go-to tool for personal and professional use. So here in my Google Sheets action step, I'm going to select my action event as lookup spreadsheet rows V2. So here, by selecting this particular action event, I'm going to look up for the rows in my Google Sheets where the lead status are not replied. So for that, I'm going to set up this entire action step, and now here to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this connect given over here. Here, to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Sheets account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here, to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account, and here I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So here I've already shown you that I have my Google Sheets spreadsheet with the name LinkedIn Leads. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to select my spreadsheet as LinkedIn Leads. And now here, after selecting my spreadsheet, I'm going to select my sheet as sheet 1. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me for the lookup value. So here in the help text it says enter the value to be searched in the column here. The response will return a maximum of 100 search results from the Google Sheet. So here you can see it is asking me to enter the lookup value. So here I have already told you that I want to look up for the leads whose status are not replied. So here my lookup value is going to be based on the status that is not replied. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here for the lookup value, I'm going to enter the value as not replied. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me for the lookup column. So here in the help text it says search column here. You can pass multiple comma separated columns over here. We will grab the matching rows and give you all of its values. So here in this lookup column, I need to enter the column number in which I'm going to receive the lookup value over here in my Google Sheets. So here you can see that my lookup values is entered in my column D over here. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here for the lookup column, I'm going to enter my lookup column as D over here. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me for end column of data. So here in the help text it says enter the column to which the data should be retrieved here. So here in the end column of data, I need to enter the column number till which I want to extract the data from my Google Sheets. So I want to extract the whole lead detail over here. So I'm going to enter my last end column data as column D over here. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to enter the end column of data as D. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me for lookup as date. So here you can see that my lookup value is not a date over here. So here for the lookup as date, I'm going to select no. And then here it is asking me use sheet headers as keys in response. So for that, I'm going to select yes over here. And then here it is asking me to select the sort rows. So here in the sort rows field, I need to select the sorting method through which I want to look up for the values in my Google Sheets. So here you can see I've received two options, that is top to bottom and bottom to top. So here I'm going to sort the rows from top to bottom. So here I'm going to select my sort rows method as top to bottom. And now here, after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on this save and send test request. But here, before clicking on this save and send test request, I'm going to turn off this simple response button given over here, because I want to receive the response in an array format where I can receive all the details of the leads whose status has been received as not replied in my Google Sheets. So here, to receive the response in array format, I need to turn off this simple response button given over here. And now I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see I have received the successful response where we have received the rows found as 3. So here, to check this, let me take you back to my Google Sheets. And here you can see only 3 leads data has been as a not replied lead over here. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see the result that we have received in the array format, where you can see the first row that we have received where the row index is 3 over here, and here you can see the whole row values, and then you can see the row index as 5 over here, and then whole lead details and the row index as 6 over here. So now let's go and check it in the Google Sheets, and here you can see the first lead whose status has been not replied is in row index 3, and then row index 5 and the 6 over here. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and with this we have successfully received the correct and exact response over here. So now what we are going to do is that we are going to send the follow-up emails to all these leads one by one. And here, to send the follow-up emails one by one to each of these leads, we need to use another feature by Pabbly, that is iterator by Pabbly. So here we are going to use the iterator by Pabbly, and then we are going to pass this array response that we have received in this step in iterator to send the email one by one to each of the leads. So for that, we are going to add another action step by clicking on this add action step button given over here. And here in this action step, I'm going to select a feature by Pabbly, that is iterator by Pabbly. So iterator iterates or loops through all the rows one by one and executes all the below actions multiple times based on the number of items in the whole data. That means it is going to iterate or loop all the rows that we have received in our previous Google Sheets action step one by one, and it will execute the next mail action, or you can say that it will send the follow-up mail one by one to each of the lead whose status has been found as not replied in my Google Sheets. So for that, we are going to use this particular feature, that is iterator by Pabbly. And here in this action event, we are going to select the event as process arrays. So here you can see that iterator only processes the arrays data. That's why we have received the response in our Google Sheets action step in an array format. So now I'm going to click on this connect to connect the iterator. And here you can see it is asking me to choose the array, and it has automatically chosen the array from the response we have received in the Google Sheets. And now here, after selecting the array, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received the successful response where we have received the first value. That means we have received the first lead value whose status has been found not replied in our Google Sheet. So you can see the row index is 3 over here. Here you can see the name as Bob Williams and the value email over here. Here you can see the phone number and the status as not replied. So here we have done a save and send test request. That's why we have received a single lead value over here. But if we'll be running this workflow live, then automatically it is going to pass each of the lead detail over here in this iterator step. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. Now let's move to another action step by clicking on this add action step button given over here. And here in this action step, what we are going to do is that we are going to send a new follow-up email to all those leads who haven't replied to our previous mail. So for that, here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Gmail over here. So Gmail is Google's email service that lets you send and receive emails online. People love it because it's easy to use, has lots of storage space and keeps spam out of your inbox. It works well on any device and helps you stay organized with features like labels and filters. Whether you're emailing friends, managing work projects or just staying connected, Gmail makes it simple and reliable. So here in my Gmail action step, I'm going to select my action event as send email V1 so that automatically a follow-up mail should be sent to all those leads who haven't replied to our previous mail in our previous automation. So now here to connect my Gmail with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect, and again here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Gmail account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Gmail. Here I'm going to select my desired account, and then I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me for the recipient email addresses. So in this field, I need to enter the address to whom I want to send this mail. So here, instead of entering this recipient email address manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here we are going to map the data from the response we have received in our previous steps. Mapping makes a text dynamic so that whenever we are going to find the lead whose status has been not replied in our Google Sheets, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here I'm going to map my lead's email address. So for that, I'm going to search for the email over here. So this is my lead's email address where I'm going to map it. Moving forward, here the CC and BCC field are not a required field, so here I'm going to leave it blank. And here for the sender name, I'm going to enter the name as ABC Consulting Firm. Here you can write your own company's name. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me for the email subject. So here I'm going to enter the email subject as just checking in, let me know how I can help. So this is my email subject that I want to send as a subject with my new email follow-up. So here I've entered the email subject, and here this reply to field is not a required field, so here I'm going to leave it blank. And here for the email content type, I'm going to select the content type as plain over here, and then here it is asking me for the email content. So here I need to enter the email content which I want to send as a mail to all my leads who haven't replied to my previous mail. So here I'm going to enter the email content as hi leads name, I want to follow up as I haven't heard back from you regarding my last email. I understand things can get busy, so I wanted to quickly reach out to see if there's anything I can assist you with regarding our consulting service. If you are still interested, I'd be happy to discuss how we can work together to achieve your goals. Feel free to reply to this email or let me know a convenient time for a quick chat. Looking forward to connecting. Best regards, ABC Consulting Firm. So this is the email content that I want to send as a mail to my lead. I have used a variable in the place of this lead's name over here. So I'm going to map my lead's name. So for that, I'm going to select this iterator action step over here, and this is my lead's name. So I'm going to map it. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me for the file name and the attachment. So here I'm not sending any attachment with my mail, so here I'm going to leave it blank. But if you are sending an attachment, then you can do it as per your need. And now here, after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received the successful response. That means we have successfully sent a mail to our lead on his or her mail account. So now let's go and check it. And here you can see the mail that our lead has received with the email subject just checking in, let me know how I can help. And here you can see the sender name as ABC Consulting Firm and the body as Hi Bob Williams. I wanted to follow up as I haven't heard back from you regarding my last email. I understand things can get busy, so I wanted to quickly reach out to see if there's anything I can assist you with regarding our consulting service. If you are still interested, I'd be happy to discuss how we can work together to achieve your goals. Feel free to reply to this email or let me know a convenient time for a quick chat. Looking forward to connecting. Best regards, ABC Consulting Firm. So this is the follow-up mail that I want to send to all my leads who haven't replied to my previous mail. So with this, we have successfully set up this entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here let me start summarizing the video from my previous automation. So this is my previous automation, and here you can see I've taken the trigger as LinkedIn Leads and Forms and our action as Google Sheets and Gmail over here. So that whenever I'm going to receive new lead through my LinkedIn Leads and Forms, then automatically the lead details are being added in my Google Sheets as a new row, and after that I'm sending a personalized mail to all the leads on their mail account through my Gmail account. And now if my lead has not replied to my first mail that I've sent to them using this automation, then automatically the status of that lead has been updated by my sales team in my Google Sheets, and now I want to send another follow-up email to the leads who haven't replied to my previous mail based on the status over here. So further, I've built another automation where I've taken the trigger as scheduled by Pabbly and our action as Google Sheets, iterated by Pabbly and Gmail, so that every day at a specific time this entire automation should run, and it should look for the lead details whose status has been not replied in my Google Sheets, and after finding the leads who haven't replied to my previous mail, automatically using iterator, one by one a follow-up mail should be sent to those leads using my Gmail account. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can contact us on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can contact us on www.pabbly.com. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.